Today, I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down some cards that I believe must be sold right now, or you're really going to lose a lot of money. So without further ado, we're going to hop right into this video. So the first card that I believe should be sold right now is going to be Trey Lance's cards in general. I've been asked this countless times on Instagram recently, and I'm going to be breaking down essentially my thoughts behind these different cards and why I believe you should sell. So first thing I want to look at is the pop numbers. So you might be saying a population of just 445 for his base. I believe it's around 68 for his silver. So the pop numbers are very low right now, and that is simply because it's a new product. Trey Lance will not be playing for another 11 months. And I think when he does come back, this pop number is going to be well into the thousands as people open up this product and send cards in for grading and get their cards back. So I think, first of all, this card is going to continue to rise in population. But more importantly, if a player's not going to be playing for 11 months and Trey Lance still has a little bit of hype still wearing off from the beginning of the season, I definitely think over the next 5 to 6 months, his prices may not dip much more because, as you guys can see, most of his cards have already gone down a substantial percentage. Even though his prices may not go down, the reason I recommend selling it is I don't see them going up in the next 6 months, at least until February when the season ends. I think not many people are going to be looking for Trey Lance cards, so the demand is just so low that I don't see a real increase in price. So what I'd recommend doing if I personally own any Trey Lance cards is I would go ahead and sell them off right now, use that money to go ahead and make more money in other plays, and then you can always get back into Trey Lance's market, say in 5 to 6 months when the prices are the same, if not even less. So you can definitely make better use of money than just, hanging on to Trey Lance cards, hoping to make your money back. So no matter what Trey Lance card you own, I would say it's better to sell it, and you can always go ahead and buy that back later. But without further ado, we are going to hop right into our next pick, and that is going to be Albert Pujols. Albert Pujols obviously had a huge career accomplishment recently, and that is why you're seeing his prices significantly up. A lot of his cards are up between 40 and 80%. So that is a substantial increase, and that is the common saying, sell the hype. There's so much hype right now around Albert Pujols cards that if I'm going to be a long-term investor in Pujols, I'm not going to be wanting to buy right now. This was a card that I had that I was able to get rid of at $550. I bought prior to the hype at around $200. Sold it for around $450 when the last comp was $540. So, at the end of the day, I definitely believe this is still going to continue to go down. We're seeing most of his common cards already start to go down a lot, but I believe we're going to see more and more of his cards follow suit and go down in price, the ones that haven't already. So I think Albert Pujols is a 100% sell right now. I don't see his prices going up much, any longer. I think they're really going to start to crash, and that is simply because they were super inflated from his accomplishment. So I definitely think, sell the hype is the common thing. Albert Pujols is not going to be in the spotlight of attention in the sports world for much longer. So when he's at that peak level of attention is always going to be the time to sell. We're already starting to see most of his cards trend downwards, so I expect to see the same follow suit over the next few weeks. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into a guy whose cards are not on Card Ladder yet, and that is going to be Chet Holmgren. I know he does not have a Prism rookie card yet, but if you do own any of his other cards, I would definitely recommend selling off for one key reason, and this is a lesson that goes along with a bunch of other prospects, such as even Victor Wembanyama. There's a bunch of other, players that I believe should be sold, and that is simply because these guys right here, such as Chet Holmgren, do not have investable cards right now. They don't have a Prism rookie card. They don't have an Optic rookie card yet. They don't have a Select rookie card yet. And that's why there is attention to random other cards of theirs. So as you can see, even with Chet, we're seeing a bunch of sales on totally random sets that are not going to be relevant in a year from now when he has a Prism rookie card, when he has an Optic rookie card, when he has a Select rookie card. These are not going to be relevant. I do not see people buying a Bowman University card in the future. I don't see people buying any of these other cards that have dropped, such as a Topps Art Collection. As nice as they may look, I do not see them holding long-term value. So if you own any of these, for any prospect who does not have a Prism card yet, or an Optic card yet, or a Select release yet, I definitely recommend selling off, because a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money buying these cards. If you want to hold this for a long time, I definitely don't see it really panning out. So that is a simple reason why I would personally be selling. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into another guy who is red hot right now, and that is going to be Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is another record breaker that is on a home run hitting spree, and his prices are really reflecting his, play on the field. And that's a great sign for the sports card market, but an even better sign to go ahead and take your profits. This is another card that I believe is going to crash very soon. I'm not saying anything against Aaron Judge. He's an awesome baseball player, but at the end of the day, he is the talk of the sports world right now. And how long can one player be the talk of the sports world and be talked about on every single podcast, on every single TV show in the sports world? I would say the max that's going to last is a couple of weeks, and we're already seeing prices really tumble from where they peaked. So I definitely think Aaron Judge is due for, his price is coming back to earth. So I definitely think if you're a buyer in Aaron Judge, definitely sell off right now. You can always buy back. The offseason for baseball is right around the corner. If you can hold off for another 3 to 4 months, you're going to see a much better buying opportunity than if you were to sell off now. So as you can see here, cards of his in the last 2 months have doubled or more. So I definitely think it's not a good time to be holding on to Aaron Judge cards. If I had any right now, I would be extremely nervous and probably couldn't sleep at night and would probably sell off right now. So without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next pick. And this one's going to be extremely surprising to many people. But as you guys know, basketball season is right around the corner, and attention is back on basketball. As you can see right here, guys like Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, I'm going to put in the same boat. A lot of these other young guys whose Prism rookie cards just dropped. There's a lot of attention around Cade Cunningham's cards, Jalen Green's cards, Scotty Barnes' cards, all these other 2021 Prism rookie cards. I think these cards are really going to significantly tumble. The first being is that the pop is super low right now, and people are just opening up this product and sending it into PSA, and in a couple of months, or even starting now, they're going to get these cards back. So this pop right here, that's 134, in the next 3 months, my prediction is this pop is going to be at least 1,000. So if the supply rises by 10%, or by 10 times, for the price to stay the same, the demand has to rise by 10 times. And I do not see that happening. I do not think that Cade Cunningham is going to really play out in terms of his sports cards. Now, of course, if Cade Cunningham has a monster season, his prices could stay the same or potentially increase in price. But I do not think it's worth the risk. And we're already starting to see a lot of people start to sell off on Cade Cunningham's cards. I think the prices were way too inflated for someone who hasn't proven anything in the NBA. If you want to just look at a $125 base Prism at a PSA 10, despite the population differences, if you want to look at an extremely, talented player who's already proven a lot, I know the pop numbers are not comparable, but down the line, the pop numbers are going to be more comparable because more people are going to be grading Cade Cunningham rookie cards. But a Trey Young base rookie card right now is sitting at $77 in a PSA 10. So are you trying to be in Cade Cunningham's for $125 with the pop about to do 10x in the next few months, maybe 100x, up to around 10,000 in the future. So I definitely think it's a good time to sell off guys like Cade Cunningham and other rookie cards that have really gone up in price, that are going to start to get graded. So I definitely recommend selling off guys like Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, as I mentioned, Scotty Barnes, and, it's simply a risk right now. Right now, basketball prices are going to go up and down based on how players perform based on, what they're expected to do. So if you're going ahead and doing that, I would definitely go ahead and sell off on a lot of these cards if you're not trying to essentially bet on the player, where it's either going to go up or down. So I definitely think it's a good time to sell off some of these cards that I mentioned. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you would like to join in on my membership program, we still have 5 spots available. The link is down below to sportscardsinvest.com. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace.